Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchant here with your outlook for January 9th, 2018. Today, for the first time in weeks, we will be above the freezing mark in many locations. Might not get above freezing in the very, very far north, but it's going to be everywhere else will be above freezing and a chance to melt off some of this snow and ice that we had yesterday. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough to cause problems, especially when you're dealing with icing. You really can't quantify the amount of problems that you can have with just the smallest amount of ice, but thankfully, it doesn't look like it too bad with this in terms of accidents. We did have some, but that is going to be out of here. And today, we're going to start off partly cloudy and then transition to mostly sunny skies for the rest of the day as high pressure right here off to our west is going to move eastward. So we're going to get above freezing in most locations today, and it's going to remain that way here on Wednesday. We remain partly cloudy here on Wednesday. May have, as we get into the overnight hours, may have in the interior maybe a few sleet pellets mixing in with a few showers, and that's just going to be with a warm front that's going to be pushing through Wednesday evening. Right now does not look like to be a big deal. You can see that here, though, on the globals on Wednesday evening. Otherwise, that moves off to the north and no big deal. Thursday is then even warmer yet with temperatures that are going to get up into the 40s in many locations, well into the 40s, in fact, for many locations on Thursday. Now, we're going to be dealing with two separate systems at the end of the week here, not just one. I know there's some confusion with that, but I'm going to try to break this down for you. The first one is going to be Thursday night into Friday morning, and that's some showers with a weak area of low pressure out ahead of this main batch, and that's this area right here. So you do get showers that are coming. This is rain showers everywhere coming in on Thursday night, and that's going to continue into Friday morning. You can see that here. There's early Friday morning. You can still see the rain over much of our area. Still some showers throughout the day here on Friday. And then you see this other area low pressure. This is another one. This is actually the stronger of the two, and that's going to come in Friday night, and that's going to continue into Saturday morning. We still think the track is going to be west of most of the areas, so we're not expecting any wind shear precipitation except for areas to the far north, and that's going to be these areas right in here. This is going to be awfully close for some possible freezing rain and sleet, and it could be a significant amount of that. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that, but I think in just those areas you're talking about the potential for some frozen precipitation, and that would be Friday night into Saturday morning. Elsewhere, it should be warm enough that it's just rain. As a matter of fact, we're going to be in the 50s for many locations in our central and southern areas. Much of New Jersey, down here in Philadelphia, will be in the mid to upper 50s, so very warm here on Friday. Move this forward here. Now, the GFS is not alone on this idea. This has support from the European model that ran today. Still have a system cutting to our west, but at the same time, you have high pressure. It's off the picture, but there's high pressure off to the north, and that's providing a cold air damming situation where you have the colder air from the north trying to work its way down as this area of low pressure here is moving up like this. Okay, so it might be just enough for those areas that I circled before to see some sleet freezing rain. Here is the GFS depiction of that overnight Friday night. This is Friday evening, and then we get into the overnight hours, and you can see some sleet freezing rain trying to make it in to places like State College up to Williamsport, and in the far northern parts, western parts of northeastern PA, but far northern parts of Pennsylvania. Could get into that, especially the low passes, and you have the cold air rushing in behind it. But this is Saturday morning early, and then when we get later in the afternoon, this shuts off. So I don't think this is going to be an all-day thing. Areas to the further to the south are not going to see the front pass until late, so you're not going to see temperatures. The temperatures will still be in the 40s here for most areas south and east of that area we're watching across far north central Pennsylvania for some possible icing. But elsewhere, further southeast, you'll be in the 40s and too warm for this entire event. And the rest of Saturday looks like it's going to be like that as well. So, again, we give an update here for Philadelphia for the home playoff game against the Atlanta Falcons. It does look like you will be dry for the game, but temperatures are going to be in the 40s for the game. So, no issues with the brutal cold, or and the winds don't look too bad either right now as the system pulls away. Here's a look at Saturday evening. Again, completely dry in our entire coverage area, but it's still going to be kind of warm. Temperatures are going to be falling throughout the game down here in Philly, but it will be warm to start, or at least mild to start, with temperatures in the 40s. Then we get into Sunday. Temperatures are going to fall Saturday night, and Sunday we really don't get too high at all. They're going to be below average for a couple days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of next week, but we do look dry during this period. Here's Sunday and here's Monday. So we are dry. High pressure moves in. We get back to mostly sunny skies, but both days will be cold. Some areas not getting above freezing for highs. This is not bitterly cold like we've had over the course of the past weeks, a couple weeks at different times, but it's still going to be cold relative to average nonetheless. And then we get into Tuesday, much of the same, probably colder temperatures. This is going to be a warm front moving northward. Might have to worry about some frozen precipitation at the onset with that one. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for January 9th, 2018. Have a great Tuesday.